Between Cancun and Playa del Carmen, there's a small beach town that's getting traction as a good spot for digital nomads, so stay a whole month to figure that out.
So a friend of mine, Kitty, that we met in Medellin, Colombia, she invited me to this co-living project in Puerto Morelos. It's run by Smena Station. It's a Russian community that they've been for many years in Russian, but now they're starting to expand to English, and they're making their first project here in Mexico. We have like 2 houses connected to each other. We have 2 kitchens, so we have plenty space. Plus we have this beautiful garden over here that just faces the jungle. One cool thing about this place is that the Wi-Fi is relatively fast. It's like 22 of download and 10 of upload. Anyway, it's a pretty cool international community, and we are all getting to know Puerto Morelos.
Divided by the highway, the town consists of the beach zone and La Colonia, a local spot with basic amenities and plenty of houses.
Now, to move around in Puerto Morelos, you have many options. You can rent scooter, even though they're a little bit pricey. But I think one of the best ones is just to get a taxi, and they have a WhatsApp group. You just ride them, and in like 5 minutes, they're just in front of your doors.
The first day was all about getting ready for our adventures. Plus, we had a night talk session to get to know each other.
An answer to a question of how to structure my...
So yeah, it's a small, cute little spot here in the Colonia area. The coffee is actually great. Like I saw how she make it. It's just all handmade coffee, and the brownie, actually very delicious. So it's an okay place. So yeah, La Colonia has certainly a Mexican chill, like humble worker life, and that's what I like about this place. But it might be too simple for some people, to be honest.
And of course, the first meal to try was some authentic Mexican tacos.
It's my first time in Mexico. It's so amazing. It's the most crazy thing I ever did in my life, traveling alone from Mexico.
First taco?
In Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta try taco al pastor, like
Taco pastor.
taco
Okay.
pastor. You gotta try
Yeah, okay.
those, and then a gringa maybe.
Because that's quite small, right? You can have more.
Yeah, you can get more. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to order now.
Usually for me it's like 4 and a drink is good.
Okay, or chata, right?
Horchata, yeah.
And in general, yellow lemon
Have you
is
tried
not
before?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Alright. It's like sweet, milky drink.
Yeah, it's rice milk
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually
base,
rice.
and then the cucumber with lemon.
It's really
My
good.
favorite.
Can we?
But you know, in my city,
Very tasty. I like it.
I can't even touch it. It's too hot. I put too much hot sauce on it. I can't pick it up.
In the Colonia area, I think it's one of the best coffee shops because the Wi-Fi is really fast. Coffee is actually really good. Food is great. Has a few tables. Not a bad place for being in this area.
Puerto Morelos is a great sleepy beach town to get away.
And not everybody wants that busy city life, especially like we come from a busy city, like we want to get away from it, we want to be close to the water.
I'm a sales director for electronic healthcare records company. So it's funny because the CEO is out of Atlanta, the company headquarters is based out of Texas, my phone number is based out of New York, and we're in Mexico.
Nice. That's great. So it's a very unique find to get an Indian restaurant in this area that is like more local, but man, food was really, really delicious. Like if I go to India, man, I'll just eat all the naans possible. Spicy, tasty. I don't know. I'm so full. I would recommend it.
You have the motorbike over there.
Yeah,
How is it going to Puerto Morelos?
it's amazing. Riding down the long straight down to the beach in Puerto Morelos, it's just, you feel the ocean approaching you as you approach it. It's exhilarating every time.
Nice. Enjoy. Good. All right.
So we took a van to visit the Cenote Route, a long paved road with plenty of these deep natural sinkholes once used by the Mayan civilization.
whenever you go into the cenotes, look in the walls around or inside the caves, you're gonna find shells or big skunk shells, yeah, fossilized inside the stalactites, sometimes inside the roof. Right? It's the entrance to a sacred place where it brings the source of life, the water, the gold, the liquid gold.
How was the jump?
It was good. It's not so hot, it's not so high, but the water is super fresh.
So this zapote is the tree where the gum comes from. It's very interesting.
It was amazing. It was so lovely. The water was clear.
Yes.
And it was a bit mystical.
In order to visit the beach zone for the first time, we woke very early to experience the sunrise and get to see the cool part of Puerto Morelos.
We're so happy to see you.
Do you like walking up on sunrise?
What?
Did you like waking up?
Yes, very much. This is my first sunrise in a couple of years.
Oh, no.
I'm not an early riser. So thank you for getting me out of the house.
I wanted to go to the water, but to be honest, it's a bit cold. Amazing way to start the day. It's really cool. Yeah, they have this type of coffee that is called Café de Olla, which is like a Mexican traditional coffee. They use clay pot and cinnamon. It has a distinguished flavor.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all just working here, getting some breakfast. Really, really good stuff. So I guess if you want to know how it was Playa del Carmen or Cancun way before it got that popular, Puerto Morelos has that vibe, you know, like this cute little beach town. There are just a few like foreigners, lots of Mexican locals, and very chill, very interesting vibe. It's a pretty cool, chill, interesting place. So what's this place that is called Sweet Veggie? Tinga, which is supposed to be chicken, but now it's made of carrot. That we know.
The beach in Puerto Morelos is the perfect place to hang out, play some sports, or just enjoy the laid-back environment.
So can I tell you something that it sucks about Puerto Morelos? You see the sign over there? Well, the beach area is not really dog friendly. And then I asked some people, and even the police, they told me that they have these certain laws in Puerto Morelos that they don't allow dogs because they are supposed to be pooping and being dirty. And to be honest, it's a little bit stupid. But I heard some rumors, I heard some people that if you go around 5 a.m. Or like after 5 p.m., either very early, very late at day, they don't say anything. But you didn't hear from me.
And we didn't miss out in the opportunity to check out the most famous beach club in town, to have a day of work, food, and pool time.
Yeah, it's a cool place, man. It's nice. It's a little expensive, but like the food's good, the drinks are good, the staff are nice. They got a pool so you can go and like decontaminate yourself from all the organisms.
This is not the only one. You can have other beach clubs like the Unico Beach Club or the Diving House. There's a few options, but it's cool to have these places you can do a little bit of light work. Yeah, I think it's the first rain that I see here in Puerto Morelos. But I mean, if you're in the jungle,
Yeah,
it can happen, right?
this is heavy, like.
So
Yeah, I got a natural disadvantage with the Mexican heat, right? 6 months in the Bulgarian mountains, snowboarding, straight to 35 degrees and 500% humidity.
how do you feel?
I feel warm, like it's good that I'm not wearing any underwear, so that like really helps.
The vegan wrap and with a vegan protein shake. With a vegan protein shake.
A shake really good.
There's a bunch of places like this. I'm all down with.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find places to work.
And of course, we had to dive here, as Puerto Morelos is the home to the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef, with plenty of sea life, shipwrecks, and a small underwater cenote.
You excited to dive in Puerto Morelos?
I think so. It should be a good reef. Mesoamerican.
Yeah.
my glorious comeback to diving in Mexico after 20 years. It was great.
Nice. Let's do that.
Boom.
Yeah, so this is like the Mexican waffle. It's called marquesitas. You can make it any type that you want. It's like bananas, like some mayo, whatever. I chose Nutella, but man, it's really, really delicious. Oh.
Yeah, thank you.
This is just beer with beer with a lot of with spices on it. It might not be the best taste for some people.
It's like, shit, what was it? Let me try again. Yeah, seriously, it's that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing as the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I tried it, but it's not. Ah, sí.
So, this is the mío, huh? Nice. Yeah, so we found this coffee shop called Café Laila, and Wi-Fi it's fine. Like I like the whole concept of this place, like a guest house.
We opened up in 2013 originally with just the ground floor. 2 years later, we closed again and built the second floor, third floor, the tower. And global nomad office space right here.
I like that.
Yeah, and then here we have our...
We met the owner
Yeah.
of this place, of Café Laila.
We started talking to the cats and then he interrupted.
Yeah, the best thing to have activity to do on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yoga, vegan pizza, bar, rooftop,
Infinity pool.
infinity pool. Man, we're gonna have fun.
I think it's going to work out all right.
Yeah, so having a bicycle in Puerto Morelos is pretty convenient because the town itself is pretty small. You can go to the coffee shop, to the beach, to play volleyball, anywhere. And it's very easy, like roads are made for bicycle. And it's actually pretty cheap. If you get one per day, it's around 100 pesos, which is like $5.
Waffle.
Yeah, I found this coffee shop. They sell their own kind of coffee. Get some coffee at home. So it's called Mar de Niebla here in the town of Puerto Morelos. So I'll recommend it. So on this route of the cenotes, there's so many that you can also rent a house like this one over here and get a private cenote. And that's what we're doing, spending the whole weekend in an area that has its own cenotes, and we're gonna have fun, partying, just enjoying the cenote that is all for our group. Gracias.
So, once each one
A big part of the experience with Cenote Station is to know each other better. So at night we gathered the whole group for some bonding and fun activities. Because as the founder of the co-living project said,
And basically the idea was to unite like-minded people around the concept of giving something to each other, of sharing knowledge, sharing common space, how to travel the world, working remotely, and making a choice that you're actually passionate about.
I've been to a class in like over a year, so looking forward to this.
and we did go back to Laila Guest House to do some yoga and get some pizza.
It's weird to eat pizza without cheese, but it's pretty good.
So my mom came to visit me for a few days, and I took her to the most famous restaurant in town.
Look at the view that it has here.
And then we rented a car to spend a day in one of the cenotes around.
amazing. It's beautiful. The water is cold, transparent, crystalline.
Wonderful.
First time,
Good job.
First time. But
Yes, flying like Spider-Man.
now he's
Spider-Man.
expert.
So I got this as a breakfast. This is like a vegan bread, and the coffee, and some fruits. Look at that. So it's the last night with the group, so we're just having some dinner and celebrating, getting to say our goodbyes, having this last intimate conversation, and then just heading out to the beach and getting some drinks, getting to the water, just celebrate. Because yeah, Puerto Morelos has been so much fun.
And after some weeks making new friends that will last a lifetime, it was time to continue the journey.
Alright, that was the video. Thank you for watching, and just gonna tell you a website that I've been using for the last couple of years. It's called Nomad, and I use it to check all the places that I want to go. For example, on the homepage you can see all the best cities for digital nomad. We can also create your own profile and tell where you're going, where you've been, and like to meet other people. And because Nomad is community based, and they have a Slack channel where you can ask anything. For example, if you want to ask something about Puerto Morelos, there's some people asking like how is Puerto Morelos, and maybe like meet other digital nomads there. That's why I like Nomad. And they're actually the sponsor of this video, so thank you Nomad, and please go and create your profile at nomadlist.com. It will help me create more videos for you. Okay, so let me tell you a few things about Puerto Morelos. As I said, it's between Playa del Carmen and Cancun. It's just in the middle, and you can see also if I zoom in the map, you have the Colonia, you have the beach zone. They're very different, as you can see. And you also have the Cenote Route, which is like this long road with all the cenotes. There's a link on the description. You can check all the best recommendations that I have for Puerto Morelos. So anything you want is gonna be there. And I also track all my expenses in Puerto Morelos, so you can check how much I was for the whole month. So it was around $1,000, which is like 20,000 pesos. So because it's a small town and like prices are very affordable, I think it's yeah, you spend a little bit there. And more information about Puerto Morelos, diving, or even the Colombian Mana Station, all the links gonna be down in the description. Please like this video, give me a comment what you think about it, because you're gonna help me do more videos for you. See you on the next one, my friend. Ciao.